Good morning. My name is Emily, and I will be your chairperson for today's Dharma School service. Are there any new visitors or new students and families here this morning? If so, welcome to our temple. Could those of you sitting near them help them to find the proper pages for sutras, gathas, and readings? Thank you. First, we'll have Sanbujo on page 24 in the big book, followed by sutra chanting Sanbutsuge on page 22 in the little book, or page 79 in the big book. The page numbers for the sutra book will be displayed on the front screen and on your monitors at home, so please follow along.
Shobun Hokai
Please rise to sing the Gatha, Tsuki ga Deta, which is page 96 in the small Dharma service book, followed by the golden chain, which is located on page 2 in the little book, or page 15 in the big book under golden chain 1. The golden chain. I am a link in Amida's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I will keep my link bright and strong. I will be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amida's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Now we will have a Dharma lesson by Mr. Akizuki.
Please join me in Gassho and reciting Nembutsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning in the Hondo, and thank you to those of you watching us on YouTube at home. Today I'd like to talk to you about something I saw written on a piece of paper. First slide. Okay, it's 4 words. Okay, next slide. Next slide. Okay, can you read what this says? It says, be kind, be happy. Let's go next to the next slide. So if you can read too well at home, be kind, be happy. Any thoughts on these words? Connection between these 4 words? Anybody? No? Okay, you might have guessed that the first version of these 4 words in the previous slide was written by a young child. These words are actually written by my granddaughter. She's 6 years old. She's in first grade. She lives in New York City. She came for a visit during the holidays, and she wrote these 4 words. I saw them. I said, oh, this is kind of interesting. Kind of 4 words, simple, but maybe kind of a deeper meaning. I started thinking about these 4 words. I said, maybe I'll talk about these 4 words for a Dharma talk. So, you can think about, why did she write this? Did something inspire her? Was she repeating a slogan or something that somebody else said? And I thought about it. I should have asked her when she was here, but I asked her during a FaceTime about a week and a half ago, and I asked her if she remembered why she wrote these 4 words. And guess what her reply was? Her reply was 1 word: no. Okay, so where do I go from there? Where do I go for this Dharma talk? So I said, okay, I'll talk to her a little bit more about, well, these 4 words, be kind, be happy. What might they mean? What could they mean to you? She thought about it a little bit, and so kind of like she was talking. And so in her mind, being kind equals being nice. So she told me, if you're not nice to someone, they might not be nice to you. Okay? But then she went on to say, but if you're nice to someone, they might be nice to you. If that happens, and this is a quote, then you'll be happy, and then everybody will be happy. So what do you think about that? Any thoughts? No? Anybody? Namo Amida Butsu. You could say Namo Amida Butsu, yeah. So to her, she gave a simple and to her a very logical answer, right? But it could actually be a little bit more than a little bit profound too. So again, be kind to her is like being nice, but it's also like taking action, right? It's telling you to do something. Be kind. It's encouragement, maybe encouragement to do good or to do something nice or be nice. Be happy is kind of like a condition, right? Like a feeling. Happiness is one of the best feelings. So maybe there's a relationship, in her mind at least, between being kind and being happy. If you're kind, if you're nice to someone, then they'll be nice, and you'll be happy, they'll be happy, everyone will be happy. So I looked around about, I kind of Googled be kind, be happy, and like Jodo Shinshu. But I actually came up with something that a Tibetan Buddhist teacher named Lama Zopa Rinpoche said about happiness and kindness. Next slide. And this is what he said. All the peace and happiness of the world, the peace and happiness of societies, the peace and happiness of family, the peace and happiness in the individual person's life, and the peace and happiness of even animals and so forth, all depends on having loving kindness toward each other. Again, all the peace and happiness of the whole globe, the peace and happiness of societies, the peace and happiness of family, the peace and happiness in the individual person's life, and the peace and happiness of even the animals and so forth, all depends on having loving kindness to one another. So, peace and happiness, and comes from kindness, loving kindness in his words. So I think in Jodo Shinshu, and if I got this right, Rinban will notice it or not, kindness is kind of an expression of gratitude, right? So what do we have? What are we grateful for? We're grateful for a lot. And here in Jodo Shinshu, at the core, gratefulness is kind of like the knowledge that we're all assured of attaining enlightenment, right? The assurance of Amida Buddha. So, and from that, maybe gratitude, that assurance, there's gratitude, and from that gratitude, you can say comes compassion, because that sort of gets us to that feeling of compassion towards others, regardless of who they are. And that's kind of like that assurance, gratitude, compassion. So maybe there's a connection between those 4, right? You have gratitude, you have compassion, you have kindness, and you have happiness. So again, we're grateful for the assurance of that assurance. We're grateful for that assurance of enlightenment. That gratitude can be expressed with compassion towards others, being kind towards others. If we act with gratitude, compassion, and kindness more often, then I think we end up with a happier life. I think that's easy to agree with, right? Much, much harder to put into practice, right? Those things that we talk about. So maybe, we can use the words my granddaughter wrote as a reminder, plus 4 other words in the final slide. Be grateful, be compassionate, be kind, be happy. Again, be grateful, be compassionate, be kind, be happy. And so with that in mind, please join me in Gassho and reciting Nembutsu. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Akizuki. Please rise to sing Gatha, Sayonara, on page 103 in the little service book, followed by the promise located on page 5 in the little book, or page 15 in the big book. The promise. We thank the Buddha for showing us the way of freedom. We will endeavor to walk in his noble path every day of our lives. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you to Rinban Adams, Mr. Akizuki, Mr. Rowling, Organist Mr. Yoshihara, and AV Coordinator Mr. Endo. Are there any announcements?
Good morning. My name is Jaden Kanazawa. I'm from Troop 611. This year we are hosting our annual Korean barbecue style dinner that also comes with dessert and raffles that is hosted by the troop. It is $25 per meal. This event will be held Saturday, March 14th, and takeout will be from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. and dine-in will be from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. I will leave this flyer in the back of the room so you can scan, or we are selling tickets after Sunday Boy Scout service in the NPR. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Mas Nishimura, and I'm making an announcement for junior choir. No practice today because we have a Dharma school teachers meeting. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Linda Ichinaga, and I'm now the acting superintendent for Dharma School. I want to thank May, who's in the back, for all her support and also all her leadership during, I don't know how long she was doing it, for 10 years or something? I don't know, felt like it. But she was always there for us, okay? So I want to appreciate her work and so forth. So if you want to give her a clap, that's fine. Okay, so since I'm saying that, I'm also going to tell you that she was doing not only superintendent, but she's now the 4th grade teacher. So just because she stepped down from being superintendent, she's still working for Dharma School and doing 4th grade. I can't do that. I was second and third grade teacher and superintendent. I'm not doing both. I'm going to do one, and I'm going to choose superintendent right now. So the person that's going to replace me is Amanda Eastman, and I'm not sure she's here right now, but I just wanted to give a shout out to her. Thank you for volunteering to be the teacher for second and third, along with Kimiko Rodriguez, okay? Now, next week, we're not going to have Dharma school, but there is a 10:10 or 10 o'clock service. Is it 10 o'clock service? Family service, because all the ministers are going to be away for a conference. So, you know, just be aware of that. We do have a meeting, a Dharma school teachers meeting today. All the teachers, please attend. It's very important because we've got a lot of things to cover as far as calendar and so forth. I know there are other meetings in today as well, in a workshop or whatever, but you know, that's why they pay us the big bucks, okay? So come, not, but we're volunteers, okay? But so Dharma School, please attend, okay? I think that was it. Thank you.
Before everyone leaves the temple, please straighten all the books for the next service. Those of you who are interested are welcome to attend the adult English service following this service. For your safety, please obey the crossing guards and look both ways before crossing the street. Thank you for attending today's service.
There's one, yeah, there's one additional one for Nico.
No, they go around. That's the line.
Okay, I know I saw it right here, so I thought.
Oh.
Hello, my name is Max Hamamoto, and I'll be your chairperson for today's Scout Sunday service. Welcome to Scouts from Pack 611 and Troop 611. We will now have Todd Takamoto start the program with a Sangha Reading, which is a description of the Buddhist Scout. The duty of a Buddhist Scout is to lead themselves through life wisely and well, and to help others. Also, to find happiness and joy in life, for joy and happiness are not found everywhere. The Buddhist Scout trains himself to read the signs of life, and then he guides his fellow man to happiness and joy. The real Buddhist Scout is called Bodhisattva. The word means a seeker of enlightenment. Enlightenment means to be fully awake, so that the seeker sees things as they really are. The Bodhisattva wants to be fully awake as he passes through life. He is not satisfied to be half asleep. The Bodhisattva reads signs as he goes through life, and he knows what dangers he will face, as well as what has happened before he came along. We will now have offerings of candles. Incense. Flowers.
Fruit. Rinban Adams will now lead us in meditation, followed by Sanbujo on page 24 in the large service book, followed by Sutra Chanting Juseige on page 23 in the small Dharma school book, or page 93 in the large service book. We'll
Please join me in silent meditation. Namam Davatsu, 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 Namam Davatsu.
We will now have incense offerings by the following representatives. Will the Scouts please stand up when I call out your pack or troop? Cub Scout Pack 611. Troop, Boy Scout Troop 611. Betsuin Youth Department.
San Jose Betsuin. Rinban Adams will now lead us in the three treasures found on page 3 in the small Dharma school book or page 8 in the large service book.
Please stand and join me in Gassho as you're able. Hard is it to be born into human life, now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One, now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is there that we shall be freed from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of your way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves the supreme will. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in your life of harmony, in a spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we're able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Please be seated.
We will now have a Dharma lesson from Rinban Adams.
Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Please join me in Gassho. Gassho onegaishimasu. The duty of a Buddhist scout is to lead themselves through life wisely and well, and to help others. Also to find happiness and joy in life, for happiness and joy are not found everywhere. Good morning, everyone. Minasan ohayou gozaimasu. Begin my talk this morning with these words from the Duty of a Buddhist Scout, which we read at the start of our service. There's a word in this Duty of a Buddhist Scout that might be new to some of you here. It's the word bodhisattva. Who heard this word for the first time this morning? Yeah, a few people heard this word. Right, bodhisattva. I want to talk a little bit today about what a bodhisattva is, because in the Duty of a Buddhist Scout, it describes how the Buddhist Scout aspires or tries to live in the way of a bodhisattva. A bodhisattva means a person who is on the path to awakening. So we have the Buddha. The Buddha was born Siddhartha Gautama. And so before he became enlightened, before he became the Buddha, we say he was a bodhisattva. And so everyone who is on the path to live a life of waking up and understanding what is true and real, we say all those people are on the bodhisattva path. So a bodhisattva is a person who knows, who understands that the true benefit, if you want some benefits, if you want to have a good life for yourself, that comes from helping others, This morning, Mr. Akizuki shared a word of wisdom from one of his grandchildren. It said, be kind, be happy. This is the basic bodhisattva path in a nutshell. Be kind to others, and that's your path to be happy yourself. And so I want to share with you today a story about a man named Genza. And Genza is a person who dedicated his life to being kind to others. He lived a very happy life. He lived 200 years ago in Japan. So he lived far away. He lived a long time ago. But the way that he lived, it teaches us lessons for how we can live today, living here in California in the year 2026. So Genza had a big, beautiful tree in his yard. It was a persimmon tree, a kaki. Kaki is a Japanese word for a kind of fruit. Has anyone here ever had a persimmon or kaki before? Yeah? Do you like it? It's pretty good? Yeah, we love kaki at our house. My wife calls kaki the emperor of fruits. The emperor of fruits. It's so delicious. It's very special, and you can only get it at a certain season. You can only kind of get it in the fall, right? Because it doesn't grow year-round. It only grows at a specific time. So when the kaki tree is in bloom, it's delicious. Yeah, did you have something to share? They have a kaki tree in their yard, right? Kaki tree in the yard. So Genza, like your family, had a kaki tree in the yard. And they had a wonderful benefit of getting to eat this fruit from the kaki tree when it was in bloom. They had all the delicious kaki that they wanted to eat. And they felt this is a wonderful benefit for us and our family. Well, one morning, Genza walked out into the front yard and he saw their big, beautiful kaki tree. And around the bottom of the kaki tree, someone had wrapped it with very sharp, pokey, thorny vines. It's kind of like they wrapped it with barbed wire, but it's really sharp, pokey vines, long, sharp vines wrapped around the bottom of the tree. And Genza saw this and he said, "What is this?" And he called out to his son. He said, "Hey, who wrapped this tree in pokey vines?" His son said, "Oh, that was me." He says, "What? Why did you do that?" "Well, some of the neighbor kids were climbing up our tree and stealing our kaki," right? That's a benefit just for our family. And these neighbor kids were stealing our kaki. And Genza said, "Yeah, but those are the children of our neighbors. What if they got hurt climbing up that tree?" And so Genza, he immediately cut down all of those sharp, pokey vines. And then he went around to the side of the house and he got a ladder. And he put the ladder in the tree so it was going right up to where the fruit were. And then he went back inside. His son thought, "Man, Dad's kind of weird." Then he went inside, and the next morning, the ladder was still up there. The following day, the ladder was still there. So Genza's son, he said, "Hey, Dad, don't you think it's time to take that ladder down?" His dad looked out in the yard. He said, "Nah, let's leave it there." And his son said, "But if we have the ladder up there, then anybody can climb up and take as many of our kaki as they want." Then Genza said something very wise. He said, "No matter how many they take, our family still has plenty to eat." Right? Genza was a true person who lived with the heart of the Bodhisattva. He embodies this wisdom that we hear in this Boy Scout duty of a Bodhisattva. It says, "The duty of a Buddhist scout is to lead themselves through life wisely and well, to help others, to find happiness and joy in life, for happiness and joy are not found everywhere." So Genza, he helps others. He helps everybody, right? And he knows that happiness and joy aren't found in just keeping those delicious kaki, those delicious persimmons for himself, but the joy is found in sharing, making sure that the neighbors can enjoy those, that the neighbors are safe, that they're not going to be hurt. Not only are they not going to be hurt by pokey vines, but they're not even going to be hurt falling out of the tree, trying to climb up. That's how considerate and kind Genza was in his heart. It says, "A Buddhist scout trains himself to read the signs of life, and then he guides his fellow man to happiness and joy." So Genza is able to read the signs. He recognizes that those pokey vines, as soon as he sees those, he thought, "Hey, somebody could get hurt by that," right? And so he recognizes that, and so he takes them down, and then he guides his neighbors. He guides his fellow man, his fellow people, to happiness and joy. So what does he do? He puts a ladder. Just in case anyone was wondering, where do we get the delicious kaki? The ladder is right there. You can climb right up to get them, right? So in our Duty of a Buddhist Scout, it says the real Buddhist Scout is called Bodhisattva. The word means a seeker of enlightenment. Enlightenment means to be fully awake, so that the seeker sees things as they really are. The first step on the Bodhisattva path is to wake up. Wake up to the greed, anger, and the mistaken ideas in our own minds. So Genza, he sees there are plenty of persimmon in that tree for the whole neighborhood. So he sees things as they really are. There's enough. And he knows that there's enough not just for his own family, but enough to share with everyone. Right? So the Bodhisattva wants to be fully awake as he passes through life. He's not satisfied to be half asleep. So it would have been easy for Genza to just ignore the tree. If he was kind of half asleep, he'd say, oh, that's kind of weird, and just go about his day. But he noticed, he's like, no, he was awake. He said, this isn't right. This looks dangerous, right? And so when his son said, other people will steal our persimmons, he could have said, yeah, that makes sense. But he didn't, because he saw the danger. So he took away the thorns, and he put that ladder there to help others, right? So the Bodhisattva, it says, the Bodhisattva reads signs as he goes through life, and he knows what dangers he will face, as well as what has happened before he came along. So the signs that Genza reads, really, if you think about it, it's the signs in their own minds. Greed, anger, mistaken ideas. The greed would be, those are our persimmons, just for me, mine, 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 right? He says, no, that's a mistake. He sees that. The anger, right? Those hooligans are stealing our kaki, right? Get mad. But to think about it, it's like, no, everybody wants to enjoy this, right? And the mistaken thinking would be, oh, there's not enough, we have to protect it. There's not enough for us. Whereas Genza, he sees the truth, there's plenty to share. He recognizes the danger. The real danger is that their family might cause harm for others by acting on their greed, anger, and ignorance, right? So Genza knows what has come before. He knows that he's alive thanks to the care and kindness of others. People in his life took care so he didn't get injured. They took care so that he was safe. They took care that so he had enough delicious and nutritious food to eat. So the way of a Buddhist scout is to follow Genza's example, to keep an eye out for the ways that your own greed, anger, and your mistaken ideas might harm others. And if you can see something you can do to help, to do it right away, even if it's not the popular thing to do, right? So I think we can all follow the example of Mr. Akizuki's granddaughter. Be kind and be happy. Okay? So I'll conclude my Dharma talk. Thank you very much. You've been wonderful listeners. Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Nam.
Thank you, Rinban Adams. Now we will have the words presentation by Tato Komodo.
The word metta is a Buddhist term meaning loving kindness and goodwill. This word was selected as the name for the Cub Scout Religious Award with the hope of nurturing boys who will relate to all the animate and inanimate things with loving kindness and goodwill in their hearts. The following scouts from Cub Scout Pack 611 have earned the Metta Award. Ethan Fujimoto Dilger. Blake Livingston. Congratulations to Joseph Nielsen. Jacob Rasmino Parat. Ethan Tsuchimoto. Congratulations to all the scouts for earning the medal award. Just wait until this is done. The Sangha Award is a medal consisting of a pendant, ribbon, and a bar. The pendant is the wheel of Dharma, sometimes called the wheel of life. It is a symbol which represents the spreading of Buddhist teachings. The wheel is suspended from a multicolored ribbon representing the aura of Buddha's many virtues. The ribbon is attached to a crossbar on which is inscribed the Sanskrit word Sangha, meaning brotherhood. The following scouts from Boy Scout Troop 611 have earned the Sangha Award. Trevor Fujimoto Dilger. Nico Jung. Landon Kanazawa. Brandon Nagatani. Marcus Sakurai. In addition to earning the Sangha Award, Nico Jung is being recognized for his exemplary demonstration of knowledge and application of the principles of general Buddhism and Jodo Shinshu at the Sangha Board of Review. Congratulations to the oldest scouts for earning the Sangha Award.
Will everyone please rise for the singing of the Gatha when we see the golden sun? You'll find the text in your program. Thank you. Mr. Ogawa will now have some greetings from BCA National Scouting.
Morning, everyone. My name is John Ogawa. I'm the Scoutmaster for Scout Troop 611. I want to first congratulate all the Scouts that earned their Meta and Sangha awards today. I attended Troop 29, San Francisco's Troop 29 Scout Sunday last Sunday. They had asked the National Buddhist Committee on Scouting to provide a message for them for their service. And I thought it was actually pretty interesting, so I asked them to share that message with me today so I can share it with you. So the BCA Scouting Committee was created in 1954 and was exclusive to the sponsored scouting units in the Buddhist churches of America. For some unknown reason, the committee soon disbanded and wasn't sure exactly when. But in 1983, the committee was reorganized by Mr. Tak Obata and Mr. Roy Iwamoto and was soon renamed as the Boy Scouts of America by the Boy Scouts of America, now Scouting America, as the National Buddhist Committee on Scouting. Our mission on the national stage started back when Ms. Jean Wilson from the San Jose Betsuin went to the Boy Scouts of America corporate offices to explain that Buddhism was not atheistic. At the time, the conservative Christians were considering purging all non-God-based religious units. With much discussion, they came to an understanding that we were more agnostic in that we didn't deny that there could be a God, but we just didn't pray to one. This is an important point because thereafter, the BCA then recognized the Buddhist Churches of America as the only qualified national Buddhist organization in Scouting. That's how we became the spokesperson for all sects of Buddhist Scouts in America. The fallacy to that is, at the time, we were not the largest Buddhist denomination in America, but was probably the oldest unincorporated and fulfilled their legal requirements. Now, on the purpose of our committee is where even many BCA board members don't quite understand. Obviously, we are financially sponsored by the BCA. Because of that, many BCA members feel that we exist solely for BCA scouting and campfire organizations. Well, yes and no. Technically, we service all Buddhist denominations and sects of scouts and campfire youth in America. The National Religious Relationship Committee of Scouting America now recognizes our National Buddhist Committee on Scouting as administering the organization of Organization of Buddhist Scouting Awards in America. Now what the committee does, we administer the Metta, Sangha, Padma, and Karuna Awards and the annual Bon Patch. We answer questions that parents or leaders may have about achieving these awards. And then we receive applications and registration fees for each program, keeping track of active courses upon completion, print certificates, and send representative medals to the Scouts. Reverend Patty Oshita also offers an online meta course for Cub Scouts in areas without a qualified instructor. We oversee nominations for the Adult Leader Bodhi Award, formerly the White Wisteria Award, and most importantly, certified instructors based on if they are ordained ministers or individuals that are approved by an ordained minister prior to starting the curriculum. We will not only serve the scouting units of Buddhist churches in America, but continue to be an outreach to all Scouts and their families in America, seeking the teachings of Buddhism. So that was their message. Thank you.
This concludes today's Scout Sunday service. Now, Rinban Adams will close today's Scout Sunday service with Kansho. Thank you to Rinban Adams, Reverend Michael Jones, Dennis Akizuki, Organist Michael Yoshihara, AV Technician Paul Endo, and Karen Akimoto. Are there any announcements?
Good morning. I'm Jeannie Nakano. I make these announcements for Sunday refreshments. We thank the Boy Scouts for sharing their refreshments with us this morning. So when we first began after service refreshments, this is a 10:10 service, we were just one group. And then at some point we decided that we want to have a shared refreshments with the Dharma school. And so we began that. And then we opened it up to share with any other group who happened to want to share, have refreshments on the same day and time as we do. So we're pleased to say, for the first time, we're sharing with the Boy Scouts. They are a huge group of people, maybe 150, 200? So you're joining a group of maybe 50. So we are a large group having refreshments together. I met one of your Boy Scouts this morning. He was bringing something that he helped make this morning for the refreshments. It happens to be a musubi with a salmon filling. So if you see that, one of the Boy Scouts made it. So thank you, Boy Scouts. Enjoy today. We'll see you later at refreshments. Now what we do is we go down the steps, through the garden, enter the back door of the annex. We will provide 2 lines to go past the food. We have a separate table for just desserts. Apparently the Junior YBA had an event yesterday and they had a lot of leftover. So we are the recipients of those desserts as well as what you have contributed. So help us eat it all. We'll see you later. Okay, bye.
Good morning. For those who usually do not come to the 10 o'clock service, probably you do not recognize me. I'm Gilbert, the greeter. Usually it's my pleasure to meet all new friends, but today I'm sure there are many Scout parents. Usually we do not meet, but I do not have a chance to greet you personally. Welcome all Scout parents. And today we do have a nice family who are in the temple for the first time. Over there, I cannot remember their last name, sorry. Can you, family? Yes. Please welcome them and try to interface with them at our after-service social. Thank you very much. And there's a couple, we're going to see them more often, for sure. We'd like to meet Senior Adams, parents of Rinban Adam. Well, thank you for coming here. It's all pleasure to have Rinban Adam with us here. And any new friends I omitted? Yes, please stand up. Okay. And don't be shy to interface with us at the after service social. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Harriet Kawamata. I am representing Eco Sangha, and I'm reminding you that there's an art contest for all ages, and what you need to do is try to repurpose or upcycle something, and maybe you can inspire other people to do the same by your wonderful art project that you can submit to us by March 15th, I believe. And all the forms are in the office, so if you would like to enter, please do. We would love to have you. Okay, thank you.
Hello, our Boy Scout Troop 611 is hosting our annual steak dinner this Saturday, March 14th. It will come with a dessert and raffle for the Korean barbecue style dinner. Each dinner is $25. Takeout will be from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., and dine-in will be from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. The flyer will be in the back of the hondo with a QR code to scan to purchase a ticket, or you can purchase tickets in the NPR after this service. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Linda Ichinaga, and I'm the Dharma School Superintendent. And Rinban, I will try to be kind and gentle and be happy that my squirrels are eating all my flowers and vegetables. They're not being good bodhisattvas, okay? Okay, anyway, now I forgot what I was supposed to say. Well, the art contest is number one. Please try and get something in. I want all grades, all ages, and groups. You can do a group project as well, and do something for the art contest that we're having. I can't remember what I was supposed to say, so I'll leave it at that, and I may come back. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for attending today's service. Please drive safely. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I've remembered now, or somebody reminded me. Okay, next week is, there's not going to be a Dharma school class next week because the reverends are having their conference. And then so there's no Dharma school, but there is a service, 10 o'clock service, family service, okay? So just, you can come to that one as well. Okay, thank you.
Namam Davidson, Namam Davidson, Namam Davidson, Namam Davidson.